Let's go to, now how do I say this, Madison? Oh, I thought that might be the case, but I wasn't sure. Let's go to Pocatello, Idaho, where Joe is on the line. Joe, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Good morning. First of all, I want to say, man, I love this show. I heard you on Dave Ramsey, and now I'm hooked on your show, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Oh, here's my question for you. So I'm going back to school. I'm getting a multidisciplinary degree with a public relations emphasis, and I want to change jobs. I want to get out of operations. I want to quit traveling. I'm getting older. My question is, how do I tell my employer that I want to change position? Because I have this fear, and it's instilled in years of seeing this.
Yep.
Of, look, if I tell my boss now, I want to change job, how do they look at me? How do they feel towards me?
Yeah.
Because there's currently not a position open that I can step into. So how do I do that? Do I tell them in advance? Do I work with them? I love this company, so I don't want to leave my company.
Yeah.
But I just want to change roles. How do I approach that, Ken?
How good is your relationship with your direct report, your direct leader?
My direct report is fine. We have a great working relationship. I just switched over to reporting to this person.
Okay, but the way you said that makes me feel like things aren't so fine somewhere else. Explain.
I think the next step up in the chain. I think the person that my boss reports to, that's where the issue's going to roll into.
Meaning what? Let's play this out.
Retaliation.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Even if you say, hey, I love this company, I want to stay here, but I want to move more into this type of role. You think that they retaliate? I
have a fear. I don't know if it's real or not, but I guess I just don't know this person well enough to say whether or not they would.
All right, but if you could go anywhere in the company right now, and I know you said there's no position available, at least that you're aware of, but let's play this out for a second.
Okay.
Where would you go? If it was up to me today and you said, hey, Ken, will you call the higher ups and put in a good word? Yeah, sure, man, absolutely. Where do you want to go? What would you do?
Corporate communications.
Oh, that was really fast. It means you've been doing some thinking on this, Joe. And what would you be doing in corporate communications?
So, I mean, there's a variety of things, right? I can either be, like that public relations person. We don't have a PR person, but we have there's role out there where you send out corporate communications.
Do you think your company needs a PR person?
Oh, I do, absolutely do, especially in today's society.
If I got you a 5-minute meeting with the head of corporate communications tomorrow, and you had 5 minutes to explain why they need that role, do you think you can make a compelling case?
I do.
Okay. Oh, this is so fun. So, Joe, do you know the head of corporate communications personally?
I do.
And if you were to ask this person to go to lunch with you or meet with you, do you think they would do so? Or would it raise an eyebrow and be weird?
No, I don't know about going to lunch, but I think they would certainly meet with me.
Okay, meet with you. Great.
Yeah.
And what if you said in that meeting, hey, thanks for meeting with me. I don't want to eat up a ton of your time, but I want to throw something at you, and I'd ask that this be confidential, and you'll understand why. And you basically say, look, I love this company. I want to stay with this company, but I'm excited about a new challenge, and specifically, I really love the work that you and your team do, and there's several things in your department that I could do and would like to do, but one that I'm really juiced about is a position that does not currently exist. And I just wanted to throw the idea at you. Do you think that would ever be something that you would look into creating? And if I helped you create it and stepped into it and did it, what are your thoughts? But I don't want to cause a problem. I don't want to get kicked to the curb if this isn't a good fit. I just wanted to run it by you and get your take. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, that definitely sounds reasonable.
See, that doesn't get retaliation because you're not going in there saying, I don't like my current leader. I don't, and if you feel like you've got a good enough relationship with your current leader to tell them, hey, I really love this company, but I'm excited about a new challenge. And I've thought, if you feel like you need to tell them that and you feel like it's not going to cause an issue, which I think is the case, and you're just over communicating, then I think that's fine, because you would want your current leader to be an ally for you moving into another department. You'd want them to know eventually. I don't think you have to let them know on the front end. But if my attack would be to go talk to the communications guy or gal, and if they say, yeah, this is very interesting, I'd love to have you over here when something opens, or yeah, let's talk about this. And I'll run it up the ladder with leadership on my end. And so if another leader in the company wants you, then you essentially take out the fear of the leader above your leader. But I just don't I don't think that I've heard any evidence that tells me you should be afraid of that leader above you. When essentially you're going, I love this company. I'm just excited about a new challenge within the company. That's a whole lot different than going, I want to leave.
And they know I'm going to school, and they know what I'm getting my degree in. So I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit overthinking it, but that's okay. I'm not knocking you on that. I'm just letting you know that's what I hear and see. Yeah. Stop overthinking. I
just don't want to be.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be out on my table,
I get it, but what would you have to do for that? And you'd have to just.
Yeah.
You're not a bonehead. The only way that this turns into you getting knocked out of the nest is being a bonehead, and I don't see that. So I gave you the strategy. I'd go talk to the communications guy. That's where you want to be.
Okay. I love it. I appreciate it.
And by the way, that's really good advice, Joe. I just did the whole thing for you. You need to do it just like I told you, because it's that good. Okay. All right, man. Appreciate you and the kind words on the show.